I just finished an incredible lower body training session. Want to see some of it? Check this out. It's your trainer for life, Joey Atlas, the fitness whisperer himself. I did just finish a total lower body training session, and there were 3 or 4 moves that I haven't done in a while. Somebody sent me a message through Facebook at Joey Atlas Fitness and asked me to show a couple of unique moves on the Sculpted by Genius. Now, if you have one of these, awesome, you'll be able to do these, but even if you don't, you'll be able to do a variation of the moves I'm going to show you now. Instead of using the Atlas platform step for lower body and core training, you can use an ottoman against your couch. You can even use the edge of a couch. You can use a bench as long as it's against the wall. And if you have bands, as long as they're anchored at about waist height somewhere in a doorway or another anchor point, you're good to go there. So the other piece is the rigid mat, the Sculpted Bod rigid mat. I'm going to be using that for some of these moves, and you'll get away with using some kind of mat on the floor as long as it's pretty stable. If there's something tacky underneath to keep it in place, you want to put some kind of mat or at least a thick towel next to the ottoman or the couch for these moves I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you the hardest one first, and I'll show you 2 variations of this. I'll show you the beginner variation, and then I'll show you intermediate and advanced, and then we'll go to the next one. So to put this into context, I did, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3 moves here. I did these at the start of the session, then I did 4 or 5 other moves. Most of those you could see in the previous lower body video that I did about a week or so ago, so you can scroll back and check that out. And I came back to the end here and did these again to wrap up the session. So here we go. I'm going to show you the advanced first, which I did for my session. As you can see, I'm training barefoot as usual. And so we've got one leg straight, toes are on the edge of the angle here. So is the ball of the foot. We're coming down slowly. My right side here, the foot that's on the step is doing all the work. The rest of my core is stable. Everything's moving together. Pausing at the top, coming down slowly. Now, there's a lot of quadricep work here, but there's also a lot of other body work going on at the same time because it's all connected. So I'll give you a few on the other side, give you perspective. Notice I'm moving slowly. If you've been around a while, you know moving slowly is a key element here. We don't want any momentum. And we also pause. Whew. So an easier variation of that is 2 on top at the same, instead of 1 and 1. Even easier is here. And some of you, it's possible you may have my lower body DVDs. You'll recognize the ones on the floor here, which are the real beginner version. Still working though. Feel those for sure. Woo! All right, move number 2. We face the other way. Still using the strategically angled edge of the Atlas platform step here. So I grip the bottom. This is all by design, by the way, not by accident. So we've got these to hold on to, keeping the body stationary. We'll start with this leg first. We're going up, pushing the bottom of that foot into the step, pushing off the glute on the right side. Everything holds. Back down slowly, lightly touch on the mat. Back up slowly, not moving fast. We don't want any momentum. We get our pause here. Whew, feeling that already. And we're going to go to the other side. Just doing a couple reps to demonstrate for you. In my actual sessions, I do anywhere from 6 to 8 reps depending on the set. Whew. Show you one more. A lot of glute kicking in here. A lot of other stuff working too along the way. Pause, get the contraction, the isometric, control on the way down. Whew. Easier version, of course, if we want to roll it back. It's here, pushing up, we hold. Now again, you can do these with an ottoman as long as it's against the couch or the wall. You can do this actually on the edge of a couch. You can do it on a bench as long as it's sturdy against the wall or something else. But we're pushing up slowly. Give it a pause, a hold, contracting along the backside, keeping that core engaged. Back down slowly. Whew! Now it doesn't look like much on camera, but trust me, there's a lot going on there. And there's a lot going on. It's one of the reasons why I've been able to get rid of the squat rack. Stop doing sumo deadlift squats. This works all those same muscles in a very unique and progressive way that still gets the results. Not just for now, but I'm thinking 40, 50 years from now. Those deadlift sumo squats with all that weight, that's going to break down the body, and life is going to be tough 40, 50 years from now. I want to preserve this body and get the most mileage out of it that I can. So I'm going to show you the third move to cap this off. I've got my bands anchored about waist level. And we're going to come out just so we have a little bit of tension here. I actually have my light bands on now because I want to demonstrate the proper form for you without having to grunt too hard here. So we've got this tucked in here. Knees are bent. I'm squat down. I'm shuffling out. I shift my body over and I bring this one over and I stay down. Now this is pulling against me, so I have to engage a lot here to hold this pause position. And especially on the way back here, we got to move it slowly. We don't want that band pulling us back. We control the band with our whole body all the way down to the feet touching the ground. Back slowly, we pause. We stay down. Slow step, slow shuffle over. We engage this left side. We bring this over slowly, staying down, and we pause. We feel it. We feel that whole body all the way down to the feet and the ground. We take it back over slowly and stay down. I'm going to show you from the other side now, just for context. From here, we step, we slow shuffle over, bring it over, staying down, we pause. This is all engaged. Everything right now is engaged and working. Step slowly, back, staying down. Slow step over. Everything is working here. Staying down, holding it, and back over slowly. Whew. Wow, so that's just a few reps with a light band. Now granted, this is at the end of an entire session that maybe took me 28 minutes tonight because I also threw in some extra calf raises on the Atlas platform step. And I took my time tonight. So all factors considered, throwing in some extra, taking a little extra time, and planning out what I was going to share with you tonight still only took me 28 minutes. And as you can see, there's a lot of good muscle work that gets the results here. I haven't lifted heavy weight in years and years. What I'm tapping into is the body's natural tendency to want to react to proper stimulation. Okay, so you saw slow, controlled, no momentum, using a lot of muscles at the same time on these moves, putting them all together for a synergistic effect. And that includes some of the other moves in the 4 or 5 circuit I did on top of this, which, again, you can scroll back and see at least 2 or 3 of those same moves that I carried over into tonight with some other ones. That's it. That's your Saturday night sizzle. I hope you learned something. In addition to the look, the aesthetics, the toning, the strengthening. Everything here makes your life easier, makes you more functional, makes you more fit from the outside, from the inside out. So if you're a golfer, if you're a tennis player, if you're a gardener, if you're a bricklayer, if you're a mountain climber, you name it, just name it. Whatever you do, all these together are going to make you better. Whatever it is, the body will function better, not just short term, but for long term. And that's the goal. We're not just doing this for today, or for the weekend, or for vacation, or for looking good on the beach, or for the reunion. This is for life, baby, forever. Got any questions? Post below. If you're on YouTube, or you can come over to thejoeyatlas.com. Post for me in the comment section. Send us a message. Come find me on social media if you want to connect with me there. And that's it for now. It's time for dinner. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care.